Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another First Impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Rainbow Moon for the Vita. Now, as per usual for the PlayStation Vita, you guys are aware that recording PlayStation Vita for me is quite the hassle, so don't expect the quality, as in like the visual quality of the game that you're going to be watching throughout this particular First Impressions to actually reflect the proper quality of the game. Expect the game visually to look a whole lot better than it actually does in this video, because obviously there's YouTube processing, all that other jazz, as well as the fact that we're basically upscaling all of the Vita's resolution up to 1080p on a really old camera. So now that we've done that particular disclaimer, let's get into the actual game. So what is Rainbow Moon all about? Rainbow Moon is basically one of those, some people seem to have different nomenclatures for these kinds of games. Like, I've heard the term strategic RPG, also heard the term Japanese RPG. I don't know, people just seem not to really make up their minds about those kinds of things. Either way, it is an RPG, and as you guys are aware, I do tend to dig on RPGs, so I requested SideQuest Studios to send me over a key, and East Asia Soft, who is their publisher, was kind enough to send me over a PlayStation Vita key for me to have a look at this title. So this title is actually already released on the PlayStation 3 a long time ago, I believe. So this is basically just a port to the Vita, and the game looks beautiful on the Vita, no doubt there. But it is pretty much the same game. So if you guys are familiar with Rainbow Moon for the PlayStation 3, it is the same thing that you're going to be getting, except you're getting it on the PlayStation Vita. So let's talk a little bit about the game. So when you get to the game the first time, you are greeted with a new game, continue, you know, your standard RPG stuff, and amongst those options there's also load cross save. So what's cross save all about? Cross save basically allows you to actually load up your save from the PlayStation 3. You can save to cross server or whatever. You can basically save on your PlayStation 3 and then you can load it up here, and vice versa. So it kind of gives you that experience of, oh, I can play this while I'm on the go, and then when I get home I can play it on the big screen on my PlayStation, because like I've said, the game is the same. So basically it is very neat to have that functionality. Trust me, I've been using that functionality quite a bit with Dragon's Crown, and it is definitely a welcome addition to any game that makes its way onto the Vita with an already existing older brother on the PlayStation 3 or even the PlayStation 4 or pretty much any other console title for that matter. So it's a very neat feature to have. And then we have a feature which is, so far, to me, one very negative feature on this title, which is the store. You guys might be wondering, store? What do you mean store? Now, some of you who have played Rainbow Moon are probably familiar with this. Those of you who don't know what Rainbow Moon is all about, I'm going to show it to you guys, because this seems to be kind of a trend on current games. Like, it's interesting because even just recently I've done a First Impressions on Gran Turismo 6, and it was also one of my criticisms on that game was the fact that it's got microtransactions. Now, I'm not sure how big of an effect these microtransactions have in the game. I mean, you have to consider also this is a single-player game, so there is no multiplayer component to it, even though there are some, I believe there's some leaderboards, because you can upload your save data to some servers for Rainbow Moon, and there's supposed to be some kind of leaderboards about your progress in the game and stuff like that. Whatever. Either way, you've got all kinds of microtransactions here. So you got Rainbow Coins. Rainbow Coins, it's your game currency. There's Rainbow Pearls, which is the currency that you use to actually level up your character. And this was kind of surprising to me. I mean, you're selling, like, basically it's not what you use to level up your character. This is what you use to improve the stats of your character. Like, you use Rainbow Pearls to get, let's say, defense or strength or stuff like that. And there's a bundle here for 50,000 of them. Like, I don't know. I haven't played enough of the game to really judge on that. But it is, like I said, to me, it's always, I always feel the need to kind of somewhat criticize the use of microtransactions in single-player games. Even though it is becoming a more common occurrence, I believe that moving forward, like, there will come a time where reviewers, as well as people who do First Impressions like me, will not even mention the fact that a game has microtransactions. But I'm going to continue mentioning it. I mean, like I said, it is to me a negative point. But now let's get on to the actual game, and let's see if the game itself makes up for it. Now, so far, I've played around 3-something hours. Yeah, 3 hours and 40 minutes, as you can see there. Actually, I've played a little bit more than that because I've had quite a few reloads. So if I had to estimate, it's probably been like 4 hours and a half that I've spent in the title. And I'll be honest, I've been having some fun with it. I've been having some real fun with this title. It is definitely... I mean, if you enjoy this type of gameplay, which you guys are about to see, more than likely you will enjoy this title because it's got a lot of content. Now, history, it's not its strong point, hasn't really managed to grab me that much. The whole history about this game is, you're this character that you see on screen right now. His name is, I can't even remember what his original name is because I instantly, I think it's Brothel, I don't know. Because the thing is, I instantly changed his name for Rurikhan, so it's like, I don't even care what his original name was. But the game starts with you looking for your nemesis for a duel in a forest, and your nemesis sets you up on a trap and sends you through a portal, which basically you end up on this place which is called Rainbow Moon. And now you're just, as you enter through the portal, all these monsters start appearing, like the imps that you see there, as well as those bees, as well as other monsters started appearing throughout the world after you got basically pushed and trapped here. So you're basically trying to figure out a way to exit this world, and for that you basically count on the help of some of its denizens. They kind of send you on quests and stuff like that, and yeah, that's basically the gist of it. They're sending you on multiple quests to try and do stuff so that to see if you can actually free yourself and, you know, get back to wherever it is you came from, and hopefully getting rid of the monsters in the process. Now, you saw a little bit of something popping out in the lower left corner there just for a split second, and that is a random encounter. As you are exploring the world, you will have the opportunity to take part in those random encounters. This is in case you want to just, like, you know, level up your character more before you take on further challenges, because this game is very grindy friendly, let's put it like that. Despite the fact I'm only playing in normal difficulty, I've had to grind a little bit to get my level up to par to be able to perform some of these combats. Either way, let's get into a combat and we'll talk more about the rest of the game later. So as you can see, there's an imp here, so I'm going to go into combat with him, and as you approach, it's going to tell you, okay, it's a level 1 trial imp, so that he's pretty easy, but there's 7 enemies, and there's no way for you to know what these 7 enemies are. For all you know, there can be some a lot tougher enemies than just level 1 trial imps. For instance, if you look at this bee over here, she is level 3, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be bees on this imp. So let's get started. Okay, so this is how you do battle. Right now I have 2 characters. It is the main character and another character that was called... It is the main character and another character that was called Trisha. And the game now takes on a turn-based combat scenario, basically. And you guys might be familiar with these types of scenarios from other titles, because, I mean, this is pretty standard. And it is also very simple and very easy to get into, which is a good thing, because, I mean, you don't want a game that's overly complex and trying to reinvent the wheel. This is a system for these types of RPGs that has been tried and basically been found pretty effective. So let's get into it. All this scenario that you guys are watching in front of you is basically, actually, these are just imps. Oh, this is going to be a quick fight. This scenario is actually split up into multiple tiles, so if I press move, you guys will see that there's tiles in front of me. Now here comes one of my criticisms in regards to this game, which is you can move your character, and if you pay close attention to the arrows, they will actually tell you which button on the D-pad you can press to go to a certain location. But you can also use the analog, but it doesn't register as effectively as one would like. Like, I've had a couple of situations where I sent my character the wrong way because of the analogic not really, because the analogic didn't really register the direction that I wanted to go to properly. I wish that there was a little bit more polish in that aspect, but apart from that, like I said, the combat system is pretty solid. So we're going to get into some combat. I'm just going to move my character straight up forward here, and now I'm going to get this other character to move. And you guys can see that there is a turn order indicator on the top left screen. Now, you guys will notice that my main character, which is the melee guy, is going to get to move again before the enemies get their turn. That is because there is a stat which indicates how fast your character is, and if you invest a lot of points in that stat, which is called speed, you actually get higher chances of getting more than one turns on a roll before your enemies get to do anything, which is obviously a good stat to have. Now I'm going to move this character, which is my archer, and she is a ranged character. Now I'm actually going to try and test just how far away her bow can hit, because I'm going to try moving down here, and from here I'm going to try shooting the imp, which is in my line of sight, and it seems that the bow will allow me to hit him there. Now as you can see, we can rotate to basically face where we're attacking, and once we finish the rotation we can actually move the arrow forward. Oh wow, this is actually the maximum that we can reach. Looks like this is the maximum, so we're going to shoot him with an arrow, so have that. And he's gone. Now something important to keep in mind is that as you are killing enemies, now I'm just killing, these enemies are just like really super easy, so they're not even like a big deal. But as you're killing enemies, basically the character that performs the killing blow is going to be the character that gains those pearls that I was talking about, which are what are they called? The rainbow pearls. And the rainbow pearls are what's going to allow you to level up your character. So I'm trying to get a lot of kills with this Sensland character that we have here, because it's a new character. I just got her, and I don't have any rainbow pearls on her, so I'm trying to get as many kills as I can with it so that she actually levels up and catches up to my main character. However, in this case that we have over here, I also want to showcase some of the skills that you can do. Now, as you play throughout the game, you're going to be finding skills as you kill monsters, as you delve into dungeons and all that stuff. You will be obtaining skills. And what are these skills? Well, these skills are going to use up your mana points, which if you look in the lower right corner, you will see that there's a hit point indicator marked by green, and there's a mana indicator marked by blue. And skills obviously going to use up your mana, and they also level up in the process. So as you kill enemies using skills, those skills become stronger. So for instance, I'm going to use the Earth Crusher skill, which is a really, really good skill. And it also has a 25% opportunity to actually bind your enemies. But since these guys are like level 1, they're just going to get utterly crushed by it. And as you can see, that is the target indicator of my skill. Orange means I'm going to hit something. Blue is basically indicating that I can actually move this skill a little bit back in order to basically attack targets that are adjacent to me if I so desire. So this will, and you can also rotate obviously to hit different angles, but right now these mobs are in the perfect position, which is why I wanted to do it. So let's execute the skill. Now I do like the skills. I wish there was a little bit more animation to it, but they focused, in my opinion, they focused the emphasis of this title more on providing more content and quests and stuff, and just stuff for you to do in game than necessarily like over delving on animations. And you guys know that I'm big on animations. Like, the animations do their job. They're fine. Like, there's no issue that I've had with animations in this title, but it's not like they're particularly mind-blowing or have like a distinct style to them either. So let's start moving our characters. I would very much like to get more kills with Sensland, but it's probably not going to happen. My main character is obviously a lot more leveled up, and it's got a lot of its stats already in line. Let's actually move here, and now we should be able to basically snipe this dude right here. Oh, wait, what? Ah, there we go. And now, as you guys will see, also if every now and then monsters will have a random chance of dropping loot, and with this case we got a rainbow coin as well as a tiny potion. Tiny potions will basically recover some of your hit points. Okay, we pick up all the items, go to the victory screen, and as you can see beneath our levels you see a plus number as well as like a circle. That is the pearl counter, which means my main character got 4 rainbow pearls, and the secondary character got 3 rainbow pearls, and eventually these can be used to level up stats. I will show you guys the stats level up screen. Oh, actually, before we do that, there's a chest here, so let's go ahead and pick that up. Painful aim. Oh, so this is actually for the other character, which is good, because she doesn't have any skills yet, so let's get to that. Can actually get over here, And then we can use triangle, I believe, to switch characters. Am I right? No. How do we switch characters here? Ah, there we go. You have to hit triangle and one of the trigger buttons on top of your Vita, and that allows you to switch between the two characters that you have. And now we should be able to go into items and miscellaneous items, I believe. That is where the skills end up, right? Yep. And we have painful aim. There we go. And she now knows that skill, and she is able to use that skill the same way that I just used the Earth Shaker or whatever. You'll also notice that while you have apples and water bottles, what do these things do? They refill your food bar. So every character is going to have a food bar, so they get hungry as you basically explore throughout the world. Now, this hunger meter doesn't really seem to do much, apart from the fact that when your character reaches 0 hunger, basically she starts losing hit points, so you want to keep your characters fed. However, there seems to be food aplenty, so it's just like something to keep in mind that you need to eat every now and then. Like, for instance, you just go into your miscellaneous items and have a water bottle there, and fills her up from 86% to 90-something%. And same thing for my character, although I don't know how his... Oh wow, he's actually really hungry, so let's go ahead and give this man some food. How about you have an apple and some water, huh? He's not that hungry really, but whatever. Like I said, it only really matters when that thing reaches 0. As per usual with these kinds of RPGs, you can also like sort your items automatically, which obviously comes in handy when you're managing this kind of stuff. You basically just go into whatever, whichever section that you want to sort, and you press select, and you can sort by name, type, defense, strength, whatever. Let's just sort by type. Done. Okay, and this in a nutshell is really pretty much what the game is about. You're doing quests. Like right now, my objective is to go to a pirate city, and as you can see, once again, the random encounters pop up. Like, I can actually go and just fight this random encounter, and it's going to give me more more experience, as well as white pearls and all that other stuff. However, you actually have an enemy that is a little bit harder this time around, which is that wannabe hero over there. He's actually pretty tough. So let's actually try and see. I would very much like to get Senslin to get the final blow on him, but that's probably going to be hard. Let's try it anyways. So he is going to move to my character, I'm pretty sure of that. So since he's going to move to my main, I'm just going to hit defend. Every time that you hit defend, basically your character assumes a defensive position, and it ends the turn. So you don't have to do all the actions available to you. Right now I can only do 2 actions per character per turn, but as you progress more throughout the game, you will be able to do more actions, as well as have, I believe, an additional character. There are, I think, either 6 or 7 characters in total in this title. I've done a little bit of research, and you can play with 3 of them at each time. Right now, I'm playing with just 2 of them because these are the only 2 characters that I have. Anyways, we're going to end the turn there, and here's something that you want to keep in mind when you're playing this title, and that is, look, in order for this guy that's next to me to attack me, he needs to move to an adjacent tile. So that means he has to move once, and this particular character has 2 attacks, so he has to move once and then he can attack me once. However, what I can do is I can force him to move twice to get to me by moving 1 tile away. And then I can put myself in defensive mode. And why is this important? Because now I basically get 4 attacks on him. Oh, this is actually bad because my character is going to go last. Well, let's just rotate. Actually, no, before we do that, let's smack this guy in the face. And now let's do the skill. Painful aim. Oh, wow. Oh, this painful aim thing really does work wonders, I guess. Oh, you can move this all over the place. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty hard to aim, though, with this thing. You want to try and get used to using the D-pad, because it's going to be more efficient for this game than your analogical stick. Anyways, let's see what this aimed shot is all about. Oh, that's actually pretty cool looking. Now, with my character, if I attack him, I'm going to flat out kill him. So I'm going to not do that, and instead I will just defend. He's going to attack me, I'm going to have increased defenses, so I'm going to take less damage. It's my turn again, so I'm going to defend again to try and get this character to basically slaughter his face. Let's go with another aimed shot there. It's not aimed shot, painful aim, whatever. That. And she kills him, so she's going to get a ton more pearls than my character. Actually, my character is going to get no pearls because he killed nothing. And she also leveled up, which is always good. Now, when you level up, you also get to fill up your energy bar as well as your mana bar. Now, let's go ahead and clear the way of these tiny bees. Now, these are actually beginning to be the monsters that we're heading towards, because these are the monsters that we need to kill in order to get to where we're going. But yeah, basically the bread and butter of this game is a lot of combat. Like, it knows that the combat in it is pretty solid, at least in my humble opinion, because as you guys know, my experience with these types of RPGs is actually somewhat limited, but I believe that the combat in this game is pretty solid, so that's my personal opinion. You guys be the judge. That is the reason why I like to show a lot of gameplay, so that you guys can make up your own minds. So that guy is dead. We can move over here and then snipe the other one. In the meantime, my character is going to slaughter this dude and move forward to face off against that bee once it starts getting here. I can't get... Actually, I'm going to get a turn before the bee, so I'm going to attack this guy. And now this character is going to attack this and move forward to see if I can eventually get to that imp over there. Now we're going to be moving here to the side. I'm also going to be able to one-shot this bee. Oh wow, I actually didn't one-shot it. That was surprising. I was really expecting to one-shot that. And we need to start moving towards the right to get an attack. And actually, I might just start moving towards her and she can get the final blow on both of these guys. I think she should be able to shoot the imp. Yep, she is. And hopefully the bee will follow after my main character and then get shot in the face. No, actually, she's gonna get a turn before the bee, so I should just, like, pass both these turns. Because my character gets 2 turns in a row because he's got a ton of speed. And now, let's move her over here. And turn this direction and shoot this guy in the face, and she's gonna get some more rainbow pearls. Now, as you do these encounters, your health and mana aren't automatically regenerated, so you need to be able to maintain like an inventory of items to heal yourself as you're going through dungeons, or at least know the location of your closest healer so that you can get to that healer and heal yourself in between dungeons. Looks like that dungeon over there is going to be the next dungeon we're going to be doing, so let's keep advancing onwards. We had a random encounter there, but I'm just trying to move the story forward so that you guys can see more of the story. Like I said, the story is not the game's strongest point. The strongest point in this game... Whoops, sorry about that. The strongest point in this game, in my opinion, is actually the combat, because the combat's really good, and like min-maxing your characters. So let's see what we can do in terms of these guys. I'm going to move forward to see if they will come to me. Now with these wannabe heroes, I don't like fooling around as much as I basically fool with the other monsters, kind of optimizing things so that this character can line up the shots. So let's just see what we can do. Move her here, and she's not going to be able to take a shot, but the guy is probably going to go against my main character there, so we can just move her away and keep her away from the melee. We've got a bunch of bees headed our way. Actually, my character... should I move my character? No, because those two guys, if you look at the turn order, those two wannabe heroes are going to get turns after me, so my character is actually in a pretty decent position. In fact, I should move him a little bit back there so that I can have the full advantage of getting all of my attacks on these guys before they get any attacks on me. So, let's start with this character. She is going to basically shoot this guy in the face. I'm not really going to waste any mana because I don't think it's needed. So, 1 and 2 takes care of that. And now I should be able to just smack him once in the face and he's done. Now in regards to the other guy, I'm going to be moving in this direction so that I'm also closer to the bees and the imps. Okay, and now the guy's close to me, so I'm going to just smack his face. There's also another skill in here that I really, really like, and you guys are not going to be surprised at all, and that is Shield Bash. Yes, they did give me a Shield Bash, which is actually, in reality, a double Shield Bash, because he basically attacks the guy with a shield twice. And you guys know that I'm a sucker for shield slams and all that kinds of good stuff, so let's move this character a little bit down. Move my character forward. I'm actually going to flat out kill the bee that's in front of me. And again, it survives! I'm surprised. I've been one-shotting these tiny bees for quite some time, so I would not expect this amount of resistance. Let's put it like so. I really find this character with the bow funny because she just like does the attack, and it's almost like an artillery piece the way that she attacks. Instead of actually shooting the arrow straight towards the target, she just flat out attacks like an artillery piece. So yeah, that's what I'm used to, just one-shotting those guys. Either way, it looks like we got some decent range here. Now the game becomes a lot more interesting when you have two characters, because at the start of the game, it was actually kind of frustrating for me, because the game gives you a couple of options, and let's just say maybe I did not choose the best ones. Because here's the thing, so the game first asks you, do you want to play this on hard or do you want to play this on normal? And it actually tells you, if you play this on hard, you're going to have to grind more and in order to actually progress throughout the game. And the monster's going to be more challenging, so you're going to have to do more min-maxing with your character. However, you can also play on normal, where you don't have to do as much grinding in order to proceed. But then, after you select the difficulty mode, the game... I will use it there. Can we... Oh, we can also switch character. That's good. So basically I can have one water bottle. Oops. Sorry. And then we can switch character, and she can have a water bottle. This is because my inventory is full, so they give you the option of just flat out using the item from the place that you found it, instead of just leaving it there. So that's what I was doing. I was switching between characters and getting them both a drink of water to keep their hunger meter in check. But as I was saying, at the start of the game, after they ask you, do you want to play this on normal or hard, they say, okay, how about, how do you want your characters to come into the game? Do you want them to be fully equipped? Do you want to have some rainbow coins for those characters? Or do you want, I don't know, there was like 4 or 5 options. Anyways, the last one said, oh, it's this, weapon affinities. White, blue, or yellow hit points during battles. What is this all about? Here's another battle tutorial insight. There's a bunch of tutorials, because like I said, the combat mechanics are simple, but yet they're very detailed, and it's got some depth to it. So let's see what this is about. There are a total of 6 different weapon types in Rainbow Moon: swords, bows, lances, slingshots, axes, and staves. Each of your characters, as well as each monster type, is equipped with one of these weapons. Depending on the weapon type of your character, as well as the weapon type of your enemy, you will be able to gain or lose an attack bonus of 37.5%. Wow, that's really specific. 37.5%, not 38%, not 37%, 37.5. Weapon affinities. See the following diagram for details. Each weapon is particularly strong as well as particularly weak against another one. The attack bonus applies only when using a weapon that is directly pointing to the other one. So in this case, it would mean that lances versus staves are stronger. Is that what it means? A weapon that is... So what is the stave? Oh, no, wait. Oh, I get it. Never mind. So it's actually not what I was saying. It is lances are... What is that thing? A slingshot? Lances are weak against bows, and bows are strong against lances. Lances are strong against slingshots. Slingshots are stronger against axes. Axes are stronger against staves. Staves are stronger against swords. And it all comes full circle. Okay, that's interesting. Both apply to when attacking an enemy. Being attacked by an enemy, weapons that are not directly located next to each other on the diagram will be neutral against each other. Sword attacking bow, sword attack plus 37.5. Bow attacking sword minus 37.5. Interesting. Very interesting. Weapon affinities. During battle, this will result in different hit point color codes. Strong attack, weak attack, neutral attack. All of your main characters use one unique weapon type that can never be changed. You can look up the weapon type in the equipment menu, which is what I have. I think I have a toy sword plus. The weapon type of each monster is displayed in the bestiary. Ah, that's what that is. Cool stuff. Anyways, let's get into this dungeon. Now, in dungeons, you actually have to use, or you're supposed to have to use... whatchamacallit, torches. Man, I'm sorry about the image quality. Like I said, it's pretty hard to properly capture PlayStation Vita, and in dark places, I guess it just accentuates it even more. So let's see. It almost looked a little bit better when you had the menu up. I do believe that we can use more torches. Let's use a giant torch and see what happens. It improves a little bit, but not too much. Okay, so we can open this with Thief Citadel Key because a character gave us the Citadel Key. Door has been unlocked. Now we have a level 7 Thief. What are we? We're level 5, so we definitely don't want to be messing with that. Can we open this door as well? No, we can only open that one. Well, we have an encounter here. Let's just do the encounter because you're going to have to do a whole bunch of encounters in order to level up, because I need to level up right now. Because as you guys saw, we were facing off against level 7 monsters, which means we're probably going to get our asses kicked. Let's move over here. Turn that attack, move it down. Have that. And that. And now the main character should just be able to take it home. Grab this loot. But yeah, as you can see, it's an RPG. It's got the whole story behind it, but to be honest, like I said, I don't care that much about the story. I just like the combat mechanics. Let's actually get through here and pick up this chest. We got Simple Torch. We already have a bunch of Simple Torches as well as Giant Torches. What's this fight pattern? Oh, this is important. We need to get this. Can I use it? No, I have to actually take it and then use it. See, the problem is I'm chock full of stuff on miscellaneous items. So, let's see. Let's actually just eat everything. We should be able to change characters like so. Here, wait, no, this is going to fill her way too much. It's just a waste, so I might as well just put all the food on my character. Let's see. Item. Miscellaneous. Get some water. Some apples. And since we're going to be fighting off against monsters that are a lot harder than us, I'm probably going to use some of these boosts. Now, these are temporary, basically temporary buffs that you can get, like boost of velocity, boost of force. I'm probably going to use a couple of these, and because I tend not to use them, but I'm just going to use those to be able to power through that level 7 Thief. Either way, in between now and then, let's go ahead and get a fight pattern. We also have, let's get a Giant Torch. Simple Torch, and this is not gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna use it straight up there. Now, let's see what that fighting pattern's all about, because you can actually determine how you place your party in combat when you go into an encounter. So, I had standard attack. Oh, first I have to learn it, sorry. So I go into miscellaneous items, fight pattern O2, safe cover. Oh, this is good. This is very good. This is probably what we need for the archer. Yep, leader in front, companion 2s and 3 behind. Perfect. It's like standard cover formation. Okay, so before we head out against those guys, like I said, let's use some of them. Let's use just a boost of force, boost of velocity. There. There. And now we get a whole bunch of buffs. And before we go in, though, let's save. Because here's the thing. You can pretty much save whenever you want. The only penalty for dying is that basically your character shows up next to the character that just killed you, but he only has 1 hit point, so obviously you're not going to be able to do combat. You have to either use a healing item, or you have to go back to a healer and heal yourself before you come back. That is the only penalty for dying that I'm aware of, but since the game just allows you to save whenever you want, you can just like, look, I'll just save. And if things do not go your way, instead of going all the way back, you just reload your save. You can save at any point in time except during combat. And it looks like they engaged us right after the save, so basically we have to win. So 1 thief and 3 wannabe heroes. So there's actually only 1 hard character per se. And that is the guy directly in front of me. So I do not actually want to engage him. So what we're going to do is we're going to defend. He's going to move, as was to be expected. And I'm going to use Shield Bash on that guy. But before, let's just actually go 2 skills on him. Painful Aim. Oh wait, we can't actually... Wait, we can rotate it? Oh, Oh, there's no way we can do painful aim on him. That sucks. In which case, let's actually... I'm scared of moving into an attack position right next to him. It just seems like a terrible idea, so I probably shouldn't do that. So instead, I will move back, and we'll still use painful aim. Because now we should be... Oh no, still not enough. Still not enough. Oh well, in which case, I will move this way. And now, like I said, let's use a skill on this guy. We're going to use a shield bash, turn... Have that. 45 damage, that's not too bad. Let's use that again. Have some more. Six damage. Now, I built this character as a tank, so he's got a ton of defense. Oh crap, I gotta be careful, because the sensitive character does not have that many hit points. So basically I need to get her out of there, is what needs to be done. I don't know if I'm going to be able... Well, I should just kill off one of these guys. There. That guy's dead. Now, we should be able to move her so that he can only hit her once. It's because I also want to try and see if I can get her to kill the big guy, because that would give her a ton of rainbow pearls, which would be cool. There we go. Die. Bastard. Oh sweet, they actually moved in for me. This is good. This is a good thing, because now I have time to actually kill the big guy. Although I'm losing a ton of hit points, which is obviously not optimal, but still. Oh wow, and he survives? My character is basically going to take it. What the hell? He ran away? Are you kidding me? You bastard. Like, after all the trouble I went to, I didn't kill him because I was not expecting that. I didn't even know that characters could run away from a fight like the enemy characters. God damn it. Oh well. Please die? Of course not. Why would they? In which case, I'm basically going to move this way. Okay, and the thing is, I want to save at least as much as I can for her, so I'll just defend. Oh, she's actually not able to attack the guy directly in front of her, which is terrible. Which I did not foresee, but she is able to attack this guy. He's gone. Now she's able to move back. He's going to chase in, get one hit on her. Oh, actually, I just noticed something. I'm not going to be able to kill that guy. With the sensitive character, that is. She's dead. Splat. Well, that sucks. I'm not even sure if she gets experience now. I hope she does. Well, it's a good thing that I'm recording. Now you guys are going to find out if your side characters die in the middle of a quest if they get XP. Yeah, she gets XP anyways. And she still gets the Rainbow Pearl for the skill for the guy that she killed. Anyways, and this is how we would proceed throughout the dungeon. However, before we proceed, I would like to show you guys something else. Because obviously we've seen the fights, we've seen pretty much the main mechanics of the game. So now I just wanted to show you guys a little bit in terms of crafting, for instance. Now here's the crafting system of the game. You go up to a smith like this guy. And basically what you can do is, as you fight monsters or whatever, stuff will drop, and basically you get to equip the items that you have with, like, imbue them with more powers by using, like, random materials that drop. Like, for instance, think of these as sockets. If you look at them, at these, both the toy sword as well as the daily grinding hood, they already have stuff equipped. You will see slots used. So the toy sword is already like fully equipped with stuff, as well as the daily grind hood plus is also equipped with stuff, but the daily grind armor is not. So I can actually upgrade this by using some of these materials that I've picked up. So we got a white crystal, we got imp wings, colorful stings, bags of wool, we got a whole bunch of stuff in here. And how do we use this? Basically, if you look at the lower left corner there, it's going to tell you the effect that each of these things is going to do. So if I use the stolen helmet, I'm going to get +2 defense on that item. If I use the colorful sting, I will get +5 hit points as well as +5 luck, and so forth. Now, I actually don't want to do anything on that particular armor, but this is the way the upgrade system works. So this is the upgrade system, and obviously you have gear. I haven't shown gear, but you pretty much have gear. You're going to be either picking it up or buying it. This weapon actually was a reward from a quest, if I remember correctly. This hat was also the reward from a quest, and this I bought from the store, the Daily Grind armor. So this is upgrades and gear, and then we have the rainbow pearls that I told you guys about, which is on this guy, the Savant. And I can boost my skills with rainbow pearls. As you can see here, I'm actually already at the limits of strength, defense, and speed. I assume that further on in the game they're going to unlock this and let me level this up more, because otherwise it doesn't make that much sense. Anyways, something that I've been working on a whole lot now is raising my hit points, so I'm going to raise that. Because like I said, I'm building up my main character as a tank. I forgot though, how do you switch characters here? There we go. And I can raise her strength, which is also going to increase her damage, defense, speed, luck. Now, in this character, I actually want to get a mix of speed, luck, and strength, because luck increases critical chance, so we definitely want to get that. We definitely want to get speed so that she gets more turns, so that she can run away from stuff. Matter of fact, speed is probably one of the most important things, but I also want her to do a decent amount of damage, so there we go. This is how I'm building her. Like defense, I don't want her to have defense. I want her to be out of combat at all times. Now, that might not be possible, but that is up to me to basically get that strategy working for me. There's also campfires, which allow you to basically regenerate your health. However, they will like make your character more hungry when he camps. So it's kind of a way of using that hunger meter to replenish some of your health. Although, to be honest, I just prefer going up to the healers, which we actually don't have any healers here. But yeah, this is Rainbow Moon. I think you guys should have a pretty good idea of what the game's all about. Oops, once again, sorry, banged on my camera. Like I said, the game visual quality actually looks a lot better than what you guys are watching here. It looks beautiful on the Vita screen, as pretty much any game that people bother to do any decent graphics for is going to look amazing on that Vita screen, because it's got pretty decent resolution and all that. The game is pretty much the same thing as it was on the PlayStation 3. It hasn't implemented any touch interface controls or anything special for the PlayStation Vita, which it actually could have. During the fights and whatnot, you could. It would be cool if you could actually like just click the place where you want the character to go. Like maybe that's an upgrade suggestion I would make to the developers. And in terms of quests, there's a lot of variety in quests. There's a ton of content for you to do, so it's all about whether or not you like this this kind of game. As I told you, there's also a shop where you can buy stuff. You can also sell stuff. Oh, there's actually new things like stylish rag. This is probably for the other character. There's some expansion things to increase the amount of items that you can carry, as well as you can actually go into sale mode and sell some of the stuff that you got for rainbow coins. This is the thing that I told you guys about, the network shop. And what this does is it shares your reputation all over the internet. Compare your results with your friends by releasing data on the official Rainbow Moon website. You want to upload your data now. Sure, you can upload data and then eventually you can go to their website and your statuses are going to be there. Which is why I kind of want to criticize a little bit on the whole microtransaction thing, because you can kind of get ahead of people using microtransactions in this game. But then again, who really cares about actually, competing against other people in this particular single-player title? I don't know, but it's still, it's probably the only really big negative thing that I have in regards to this title, because, like I said, they could have done a little bit more work on the animation, but instead they've spent that time creating new cities, creating more art assets for the game, and creating more content for you to play, which is also okay in my book. So I don't really see that many problems with Rainbow Moon. Let me know what your experience is if you play Rainbow Moon, and if you enjoy the title. It's currently available for both the Vita and the PlayStation 3. As per usual, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.